Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play in this Legend. We are playing the Drakken on impossible difficulty, but it doesn't feel that impossible. We're doing just fine, we're growing the empire and we're growing it rapidly, and we are still at very happy levels of empire approval. Almost fervent if we get through with those public markets. What are they called? Central market. There we go. Will even be fervent, so just need some more boosters too. Anyway, we can expand to Verrays, which is what we are gonna do now, and that's probably gonna be my London, because it's a coastal thing, and yeah. Actually, let's make the capital London. Why don't we do that? It's named Lodera anyway, so we can just... It's not a stretch to name that London, right? Let's do that. I have another coastal city over here. Let's name that Hamburg. There we go. Have some German names in there. Good. Those Uraleb region is still up for grabs, but that's fine. Well, what's on the menu today? We got the central market cooking, and that's gonna finish next turn anyway. I just need more influence to actually make some more deals. Or could we get the Imperial highways faster? Actually, let's just go for more cash. I'm a greedy bastard that way. 200, huh? Yeah, I can't really afford that yet if I want that Drakken influence boost hero, and I do want him. Or her? Is it a her? I don't know. Let's see. Lore Master. I can't even... What's that name? Semsanitnovona. That sounds like you're playing music backwards. Really nice name, I gotta say. Yeah, I kinda want him. Or her. Couldn't figure that out yet. But looks like a Drakken her, right? Female version. Not being dutiful Drakken. Oh no, it's a he. But he was often considered so obsessive in his devotion to blah 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 blah. So, kind of want to get him because we do need a shit ton of influence. For one, to actually have the empire plans going with the vast empire that we're soon gonna have, and secondly, to defend our cities. So I kind of lost my train of thought here. Anyway, well, that was the spot, right? Yeah, that was it. Pretty great. Let's take that. Yum 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 yum. And now we need 100 more influence to the next plan. And we're at 70% overall. I'm still happy, but it's gonna change soon. Wow, we already got 4 people in the city. That is pretty insane, I gotta say. So we could just do like... I like to always have one on the dust production, because that way we'll make use of the... Is it worth getting the seed storage? I think it is. 140, sure, let's just buy that out. Sewer system, please, so these guys are happy. That, geometrical labs, well, not just yet. And that's it for now. Where was I? Oh, the Kasanji can now be assimilated. Imperial highway, well, we'll soon be able to do that. And we have 3 of those, so that's going to be plus 15% influence, and that should help out a great deal. Unfortunately, we don't really need their units so much, because they are melee units. And that won't help us that much, but we kind of like the ended. I never really assimilated the haunts, because I never got more than 1 or 2 villages of those guys. So even if they are probably not the most efficient choice, I probably will end up getting them into my army because I just want to see them in action. They're very cool looking, and yeah, that's enough of a reason for me. It's gonna be 95, so those guys are gonna be in fervent levels of happiness once we get the central market. Probably gonna get another settler right away. We do have the levels of happiness to sustain that kind of growth now. How about you make that one turn? Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't help to have more people in production, so let's just put them on food. Good. There's one more ruin, but it's just too far to walk down there to grab it. And I want to clear the way for our settler, so we're just gonna march the Drakken hero in this general direction. And probably give him 2 more Drakenlings. Like so, and have one of these. Well, I can't do it now, but have the damaged one, I want to put him in the garrison. And that should set up our army in a way that we'll be able to deal with all the roaming armies that are running around in this upper region there. Okay. What's that? Is that a warning? You spent your influence on that kind of bullshit? Just focus on your enemies, man. No! We can't activate the dice. Oh, that is sad. And I just realized this region doesn't have any resources whatsoever. Isn't that great? How many more? 30 now. Oh, man. Well, we're still happy. That's what counts. Oh. So they're gonna backstab the... Well, let's take a look before we consider that. Military might. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Belly Slicer is just too good. So let's make a counter proposal. Because with the peace treaty, they will pay a lot of money and we can just... Their contribution. They will declare war on the Belly Slicer, on the Necrophages. And have peace. Now, what else can you offer me? You can offer me some dice. I'd like to have that. Thank you very much. And some wine. What do they want? Oh, they need glass steel. I don't need the wine actually so much. Do they have any cheap tech that they're willing to give us? No, not really. Reaping station. Yeah. Dust depository. They don't value that highly. Keep that in mind. But this here looks pretty good. Hopefully that works out that way. Yeah, let's make that deal. Now we'll have peace, and Belly Slicer now has 2 enemies. I like that. Because look at that military strength. Look at that. We can't have that. And if the Archmages bash on the Broken Lords will not be a factor anymore in this game, and we can't have that. We need everybody to bash on everybody so that we can rise to glory. That's the way to do diplomacy, at least in my book. Man, they have high levels of industry and food. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't like those guys at all. Well, at least we can fire the booster now. There we go. Get our influence production back up. And now we don't have anything to fear. The necrophages certainly won't declare war on us, and even if they do, they certainly won't have the armies to deal with us. So we can again skip on army production and just continue to grow the empire. We don't have to be concerned with the AIs. And what also is nice, that the ardent mages have quite a long way to actually reach the... what's their phase? The necrophages. So that also works in our advantage, because their armies just will be busy traveling around all the time and won't do us much harm. Well, I guess that's fine. 2 turns is fine. Yeah. Oh, we have the settler completed, right? Yeah. New army, please. And I forgot to... Yep, I did forget that. Well, that's what happens when... Come on, just move here. Does he now join? No, doesn't. Okay. Just stay behind the hero, that's fine. And have one more guy on... like so, maybe? So... doesn't even help. Okay. That's fine. And turn. Ah, there we go. Imperial highways. Okay, now I have you move back to the garrison. There we go. And have you guys just move in that general direction. And you follow behind. Very cool. Okay, 1-1. Those guys are set nicely. Public granary. Actually split up a little bit like that. Ah, now we got the right of way. So let's get that. We need to time it that we kind of have it like... That's gonna be 7-15 turns. This looks good to me. Yeah, that looks good. Bring that down to 3 turns. Very nice. Okay, so who does produce a lot of influence? Uralab. Uralab is also the city that has 2 districts, same as our capital, so we could put this guy on Uralab. And he keeps getting more expensive. Come on now. Don't want that. Yeah, I think Uralab has some potential, and we can then once... Like, it's gonna take about 6 turns, or how much more is it? Yeah, 5 turns maybe to reach this region over here. So we can then just move his ass over there and help it grow a little faster. I like that. Yep, looks like we're done for the turn. This game is going well so far. Very well. Well, kind of well. Oh, these 2 guys really get it on. Yep. They should. And we probably can see it once they first meet. Can see their armies clashing. Once they meet on that battlefield the first time. I like them growing just a little faster. And I probably can't afford... Yeah, I can't. Oh well, that's fine. Move you first. And move you second. There we go. Market. Do it like Like so, then the settler will be done in 2 turns, probably. Central market in 2 turns. Can we get that down to 1? I guess if we focus... No, it doesn't help. Let's stick with that. Actually, like so. Empowerment in here. That doesn't help at all. Yeah, 2 turns is fine. I'd rather have those guys produce faster. Get the right of way here. That should line up, almost line up with our capital getting the right of way, because you do need that in 2 cities, so they can actually trade. Well, you can slow it down just a little bit. Yep, that will give us... Yeah, that looks good to me. Can we... Like so... No, we do need the cash. I do want that hero, even though he's not ideal, but he's pretty good, and pretty good kind of is enough for now. Rather have him and have him level up than not have him, because later in the game heroes don't, like the city governors won't make that much of a difference, so you want to get them as early as possible. What do we have here? A couple of Kikators. What's that? That's a weird name for a unit. Okay, do we have anything set up? Yeah, we do. That's gonna catapult us into Era 3. We still don't have Wyrns, we still don't have any techs for weapons. But, you know, it doesn't matter. We can pick our battles. We can skip those techs easily, because if anybody comes to attack us, then we can just force a peace deal on them. And we'll be good to go. Kinda like to get the glory of the Empire as well, but... And funny enough, it kinda came naturally to tech more of the Empire and Expansion tree than any of the others. Really, it just came naturally. We were not teching anything in the military tree. Not that heavily in Science and Industry, and most of our techs are gonna be in the Empire and Expansion. And I kind of love how that comes to, just naturally comes to the Drakken. They really did a very good job at designing those factions. At least some of them. Some of them, like the Broken Lords, I think they're just very hard to play. I would say that. But yeah, I guess they're well designed as well. Maybe I just suck with them. Maybe that's the reason. That probably is the reason, right? Yeah. You can tell me. I can take it. I'm a big boy. There we go. Era 3 is on us. The Era of Enlightenment. And we got Protectors of Ariga and all kinds of other stuff. Okay. New strategic resources. Okay, Palladium, 2 Palladium, 2 Adamantium. That's perfect. So we can use that. Now, let's see what else. We got Titan Bones here. Quicksilver. Not that helpful, but... come on. We got Titan Bones here. And here, and here. So that's kind of great. We could get access to 4 Titan Bones deposits, and Titan Bones is one of the better strategic resources. I would argue it is the very best strategic resource, actually. But what are you guys doing? Oh well, I don't care. Like, I could kill them on my way back. Doesn't really matter. They're not a threat anyway. Because they are supporters and healing units. They won't actually deal that much damage. Did those 2 guys clash already? Military. Yep, there was a clash between... wow, the Broken Lords are completely out of the picture. And now it's just between Belly Slicer and Osman. And I love that. Just focus on beating your heads in. And I'll be over here, being happy, making money. What to do, what to do. You got that, you got that. Probably the public granary is the next one. Yeah, to sustain a decent rate of growth even through winter. And we're gonna get these guys. So right now we're making 45 influence. Now we're making 49. Amazing. Oh man, I need that hero. There we go. We can afford him. Yep, let's afford that. And put him on Uralab. There you go, buddy. Are you leveled up already? No, you're not. Sucker. Can we afford anything? No, we can't. Okay. That's fine. He still will produce 3 influence just from being here. Anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Let's take that turn. Ah, now we're cooking. Now we're making 54 influence a turn. And we still have 10 turns. So we're gonna get 500 influence just from what we have now. We're gonna run out of the boosters sometime soon, though. Alchemy Workshop. I'm not sure if I should go for Fervent Empire. We're gonna get that if we take the bread and circus, and I think it might be worth it. Because this bonus here, 15 dust and 15% science, will jump to 30%. And the cities who now have... oh yeah, I can actually show that. London now is Fervent, so they have a 30% bonus on food and science and whatchamacallit, food production. So that's kind of helpful, you know. So you want that. And we can then also start the district building, which would be rather helpful. Yep, looking good. Looking good. Okay. Well, that should do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, use that like button. Feel free, just click it. Or if you didn't, just put a comment and tell me why, because I love to improve my content if I know where to improve, of course. So you gotta tell me that. And well, outside of that, just have a great day and see you around for the next episode. Until then, goodbye.